This is a very short demo for AstraZeneca in relation to ProgrammExpress, the web-based portfolio program and project reporting tool. ProgrammExpress has now moved on to a new version 15.1. We've refreshed all the screens and we're now able to add color palettes and logos to the screens of ProgrammExpress to replicate the brand identity of the client. So what we're going to do is log on as an administrator, and this will take us into our new home screen. And with an administrator view, we can open up all the projects sitting within the programs and portfolios, and for the administrator that will be everything. We can view the health in terms of red, amber, green of those projects broken down by their modules. The modules are all shown as icons now and better described through the Updates tab, which shows all the different modules within ProgrammExpress, as well as some others like documents, dashboards, and user administrator settings. From this screen, you can now automatically run reports that have been configured either by the specific user, the administrator user, or shared reports that have been set up for everybody to view and run. In terms of simplicity for the user, what we can now do within ProgrammExpress is filter out roles and projects that aren't required for the user to view. So we have a simpler interface. So if I just log on now as an example user, same home screen, same database. Simpler interface in that it only shows the three projects that they have right access to, that they can edit, and it also shows what is expected of them in terms of updates, and in this case commentary, plan, and risks. So users can have all sorts of different roles. This one specifically only allows the edit of 3 of the modules. So typically project manager will click, and they can now click on the square to update their commentary. Now I'll go via the Updates tab, click on their plan, make an update, click on the risks, make an update. Back to the home screen. Let's have a look at what the updates look like in terms of a report. Let's run a one-page summary PPT. So this is compliant with PowerPoint in terms of easily drop down into a PowerPoint page, showing the project and showing a one-pager on RAG health, the timeline, financial information, and the commentary threads that have been configured for this report. They're very simple in terms of updates and powerful in terms of reporting, aggregated and consolidated reports to program and portfolio level. So we're going to go back in as the administrator, back into the screen that we were in before. Assuming that all project managers or users have done their updates from the administrator perspective, now they can look at the data. If they want to, they can have a look at offending data, and that would be easier done by filtering out the greens, filtering out the ambers, and starting to see where you've got problem areas within projects and be able to view what the actual problems are. So if I click on a project, Project 1C, and I look at the cost element of that project, you will see it's red. We'll see it's out of tolerance because the forecast is 800 against a planned of 600, overspent by 200, hence red. Do the same for all the modules for all the other projects. And then as an administrator, I'm more than likely going to want to start running some reports. So these are consolidated, aggregated reports that have been set up. And let's start off with a RAG status summary. So here we'll see now that we've got a summary, 1 line per project, broken down by the programs, showing the columns that we've configured in this case, start and end, the RAG, and then the narrative comments based on overall focus for next period decisions and escalations. Typically what we'd call sort of like a weekly flash report. If everybody made their updates, that can be visible and available to people to view the following week to see what actions need to be taken. Or maybe I'd want to run a Gantt chart at the portfolio view. A Gantt chart style, and we'll see all the projects and programs, and we'll see the Gantt chart and the plans for every single project with one click. We'll also use the red, amber, green theme for our taskbars in terms of red being late and amber being forecast to be later than expected. Another view of the same will be a milestone summary, which is more of a timeline report showing key milestones across each of the projects, showing the health of them in terms of red, amber, green status and expected completion dates of the milestones. And one more example would be maybe a resource usage summary. So an Excel style report, resources aligned to the plan, so that the plan moves. This is all automated. We can see the resources that we have, what projects those resources are working on, the number of days within a period, in this case monthly, but it could be weekly, aggregated up to total number of days allocated to projects in a month, and also showing offending over allocation of resource. Very simple in terms of making the update and producing the report. So that's just a very quick overview of the home screen, which captures a lot of what ProgrammExpress is about. There's a lot more functionality within there, lots more modules that we haven't talked about, resources, costs, benefits, impacts, risks and logs, etc. But just wanted to give you a quick flavour and follow on with an email which will show the latest commercials within ProgrammExpress, and hoping that that potentially meets a requirement. So thank you for listening.